What if I told you that you could learn some seriously powerful new words just by diving into an ancient myth? Well, that's exactly what we're about to do. We're going to follow a hero on a legendary quest to find a god's lost hammer, and I promise we'll forge some amazing vocabulary along the way. It all kicks off with this prophecy, a cryptic warning from the wise Sibyl. It tells us that this isn't a job for just anyone. It's going to take someone with true fortitude, true strength of character to fix this mess. The stakes are set, and our adventure is officially on. All right, so what is this disaster we're talking about? To get it, we need to head back to ancient Rome, right when everything started to go wrong.
Okay, picture this. Vulcan, the god of the forge, is the ultimate craftsman. His hammer, it's not just a tool. It's the very source of divine ingenuity, that incredible spark of creativity and cleverness. But it gets stolen by Cacus, a centaur totally consumed by avarice, pure insatiable greed. And this single act of theft unleashes a total calamity, a complete disaster across all of Rome.
And this table just lays it all out, doesn't it? You've got this beautiful, creative force, Ingenuity, that gets crushed by ugly, destructive avarice. And the result? Straight up calamity. The whole system starts to fall apart.
So who's going to step up? Well, into this chaos walks our hero, Fabius. He's just a young smith, but he's famous for his valor, his incredible bravery. He knows he can't solve this alone, so he seeks out the sagacity, or the deep wisdom of the Sibyl, to figure a way out of this awful plight. He knows it's going to be an arduous or super difficult quest.
So think of this as our hero's starting toolkit. He's not just packing muscle, he's armed with valor to face the danger and sagacity to navigate it wisely. These are the tools he'll need to survive his plight and the arduous road that's waiting for him. Okay, so Fabius has his mission. Now it's time to face the big bad. He's heading into the villain's lair, and this is where the real test begins. Fabius makes his way into the Centaur's cave, and it is absolutely treacherous. We're talking dangerous and deceiving at every turn. So he has to move with prudence, with real caution and good judgment. The only thing guiding him is the faint luster, that soft, divine glow of the hammer, which leads him straight to Cacus, who's just radiating pure malice and a desire for total dominion.
And you can really see the clash here, right? The whole cave is treacherous, just drenched in Cacus's malice and his lust for dominion. But Fabius counters all that raw, dark power with prudence, with a sharp mind, guided by that tiny spark of luster, that little bit of hope.
And this is so great because this isn't just a physical fight. It's not a slugfest. It's a battle of character, a battle of wits and will. You've got Fabius's virtues on one side and Cacus's dark vices on the other.
So how does he actually win this? Well, he uses his tenacity. He just refuses to back down. He uses guile, a bit of cunning trickery to outsmart the centaur. And with his eloquence, his powerful way with words, he actually baits Cacus and turns the centaur's greatest weakness, his overwhelming hubris, his massive ego, against him. Okay, so he's outsmarted the centaur. But wait, it's not over. Not by a long shot. The hammer is right there, but now Fabius has to face one last trial, and this one demands a whole different kind of strength. Standing between him and the hammer is this fire spirit of immense ferocity. We're talking pure, savage intensity. You can't fight something like that. So the test? It's a moral one. He has to show genuine contrition, real remorse for humanity's folly, for all our foolish, greedy mistakes. And then he has to prove his own rectitude, his own moral integrity.
And you can really feel the shift here, right? The words themselves are telling a new story. We've gone from a battle of wits to a trial of the soul. The spirit's raw ferocity can only be met with sincere contrition for our collective folly and a demonstration of personal rectitude.
So what's the game plan? No swords, no shields. Step 1, show that you're truly sorry. Step 2, prove you're a good person, deep down. And step 3, act with a kind of fearless nerve. And what finally wins the spirit over? It's his audacity. That bold, almost gutsy courage to stand before a being of pure fire and state his case. The spirit sees that, plus his deep devotion to doing the right thing. And it works.
The hammer is his, and suddenly it's glowing with this incredible divine radiance.
All right, our hero has the hammer. He's won. But so what? What happens now? Let's see how this one act transforms his world and what lesson he leaves behind for everyone else.
Fabius brings the hammer back, and with it he restores Vulcan's benevolence, the god's kindness and goodwill. And that divine favor brings incredible prosperity, success and good fortune, back to Rome. But maybe the most important thing he achieves is the legacy he leaves behind, a powerful lesson in moderation.
And this is really the heart of it all. It's benevolence, or kindness, that creates true prosperity. And the hero's legacy isn't about power or fame. It's about moderation, the perfect answer to the greed that started this whole mess in the first place.
When you step back and look at it, the quest was never really about the hammer, was it? The real lesson, the true takeaway, is that courage beats greed, and wisdom always outsmarts arrogance. It's this beautiful idea that real strength comes from humility, and that a balanced approach, moderation, is what builds something that truly lasts.
So, we've walked this whole journey with Fabius. We've seen valor, prudence, tenacity, rectitude, a whole arsenal of powerful words. So as we wrap up, I'll just leave you with this question. Which of these words are you going to take with you? Which one will you forge into your own story?